Right, so I'm going to be showing you how to make these Viking boats. So we've got 2 pages. I'm also going to tell you about these. So if you want to make a mask, I made one last week as well. So we do what I always tell you is to stick it onto some cardboard. The same with these. You can make these cone people without sticking them onto cardboard, but they'll last a bit longer with sticking onto cardboard. So the first thing I've got to do before I cut it out is to stick this on cardboard, because we've got to make this a lot stronger and then we'll be able to stick it together. So I'm going to get on and do that. Once the glue's dry, I'm going to come back and show you, and I'll have cut the model out. So basically we've got to cut down around all these lines, and you can see where it says number 4, there's a line that just goes to there. So cut just straight down there and then come back out and cut round this way. And have a look for any of those sort of things. There's one at 7, because that's where it will sort of bend in. And then these are the sails mainly. So they're just needing cutting out. And then this is a little stand that you can put your boat on when you're done. Okay, so I'm going to stick all that on card and I'll see you again in a minute. Right, so I've cut out my boat, that's my long ship, and I've cut out all the extra bits with it, okay? So what we've got to do is work our way through these numbers, okay? So I'm going to, the ending, all these lines here, they all mean to fold. So can you see I've just folded these all over, and that will help you make the boat in the right shape. So first of all, I'm just going to go for 1, 2, some glue. If you haven't got glue, you could always use sellotape. So they go underneath. I'm just going to hold it for a second or 2. Get this one at the same time. That will do. So then we find 3 and 4. There we go, they're here. So they're going to fit just underneath the boat like that. So I'm going to put some glue on there. I'm going to do one at a time, I think it's going to be easier. And they sort of make it go as an angle. It's a bit tricky getting your fingers in the right place to press them. Hold it for a little while. When you put one in, it tends to knock the other one off sticking. Right, like that. Maybe I'll just have to hold this one till it sticks and then go back to number 3. So I think these ends are going to take me a little bit of time. So the only ones that stick on the outside are these ones, look, because they've got this little tab. It looks like the boat. So that'd be 7 and 8 and 6 and 5 here. Oh no, it's 10. 9 and 7, 8, 9 and 10, that's it. That's that one stuck. Let's pop a bit more glue on this one. what I'm going to do is show you one end, because I'm sure you don't want to sit watching me glue things together, do you? So the 13 and 14 at the end, eventually they will glue together, and then this piece from the other sheet will go to make the figurehead of the boat. So that will stick over both of them like that. So that will be pretty good. So what I'm going to do is just stick these two down and then do the other end. And when I've done that, I'll come back to you and we'll do the sails. Right, so if you've done all the gluing in number order, then you should have something that looks like this. So I've just put those pieces on here and here that finish the boat off on that bit. Okay. So I think it's looking good so far. So next we're going to make the mast, which will go, I'll show you where it will go. When we've glued it together, it will go there. And this is the bit that attaches a sail. Okay. So let's go up, let's do this bit first. So again, it's very important that you follow the lines to fold. So I'm going to put some glue right the way along here, okay? You probably need quite a bit because it's quite a long section. And then just tuck it underneath. You're going to have to hold it as best you can. It's not too bad. For a little while, okay? Right, that looks like it'll be okay. Okay. So I'm going to glue it onto the 18 and 19 on here. It should just fit nicely, okay? And then we're going to stick the sail on. Okay. Just pop it on. Try and get it to cover as much of the white as possible. And you should have 16 and 17 facing forward. Doesn't really matter which way, one way or the other, and that will be where the sail will go on in a moment. Right, so hopefully that will glue for a minute. So, can you see there and there? If you follow the folds on the sail, that will make it sort of curve outwards. So when you put it up to here, that should fit exactly onto there, and you'll just put two bits of glue. Just make sure you can see. So this bit here, look, just covers over there, and that bit will cover over the one at the top. I'll get it right. There we go, like that. Okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll glue this bit, and then it'll be easier to press it onto it. Okay. I just have to hold this a moment or two. So let's look. I'm doing the bottom one first. I think that's going to be the easiest one to do. And just get it to stick a little bit, and then put your top one on. So you should get a nice curve on your sail as well. There we go. So the Vikings, they were very clever people. They sailed a long way. And I don't even know if they were sure that England was where it was. They didn't even know that in those days, I don't think, until they first of all set off on their boats Now, I'm not sure what part these played. Maybe they rested their oars as well, if they had oars. So I'm just going to fold these, I think, outwards by the looks of it. Sort of like that. Let's see how that will fix. I'll do it on this side first. They just go like that up. Just on those where the tabs for 20 and 21 are. So I'm just going to do these little half circles. And I think what happened with the Vikings was they mainly came over to England because we were able to grow things. And in Denmark and Norway, because it sort of is quite cold there, they couldn't grow a lot of things. So they had to come over and trade things that they'd made, like silver and gold and leather goods. Right, just this one on that one. So there we go. Make sure that's covered as much as possible. Okay, what do we think of that? Now the last thing we've got to make is this piece here, and this is the stand for it, so you can pop it on your windowsill or something, or on your desk if you have one, or a dressing table maybe. So I'm just going to follow all these folds, and eventually this side will glue together, I think, just like that. Yeah, it'll go like that, like that. So just going to fold the other one. I'm sure there's museums where you can actually go in and see one of these long ships that they've found, because they used to bury them in the ground eventually. There we go. Okay. That's that one. And that just pops underneath like that, I think. And this, I think, by the looks of it, should just sit on there. You don't need to glue that bit. Or that way round. That's got it. I just need to wait for my glue to dry a bit. It looks a bit bendy. Let me just see if I can bend that a bit more. And that one. Okay. Just do it where you can see. You might just have to wait for it to dry properly and then bend it. There we go. That's our model. The biggest build we've done so far. All complete. So I hope you have a good time making it, and let me know what it looks like. Now, if you've got the cone people, I'm sure if you look back on my YouTube channel for Funability, there's how to make different cone people. So just make them exactly the same as that, and look at last week's if you want to make the mask, because it's exactly the same. All right, I'll see you again soon. Bye.